Implausible as adjective. Not able to be believed or accepted based on reason or evidence. Not likely to be true or credible. Unbelievable. The detective found the suspect's alibi implausible. The scientist dismissed the theory as implausible due to lack of evidence. The politician's promises were considered implausible by the public. The movie's plot twist was so implausible that it ruined the story for some viewers. The witness's testimony was deemed implausible by the judge. Internecine as adjective. Marked by conflict or destruction within a group or organization, resulting in mutual destruction or harm within a group or organization. The company was torn apart by interdepartmental rivalries and interminable interoffice politics, creating an interminable and interminably draining internecine struggle. The long-standing intertribal conflict had become so intense and destructive that even families were divided by the internecine violence. The political party was consumed by internecine strife and infighting, leading to its eventual collapse and splintering into smaller factions. The history of Europe is full of internecine warfare between rival kingdoms, with bloody battles and shifting alliances creating a complex web of conflicts. The company's board of directors was paralyzed by internecine disputes over strategy and direction, leading to a lack of progress and frustration among shareholders. Hobble is noun. A limp or awkward gait caused by injury or physical impairment. A strap or rope used to support or stabilize an injured leg or foot. The horse's hobble prevented it from running away. The old man walked with a hobble due to his bad knee. The prisoner had a hobble on his ankle to prevent escape. The injured athlete had a hobble in his step. The hobble in the dancer's routine was intentional. Tact is noun. A keen sense of what to do or say in order to maintain good relations with others. The ability to deal with difficult or delicate situations in a way that does not offend or upset others. The diplomat used tact to negotiate a peace agreement. She demonstrated great tact by avoiding a potentially sensitive topic. The manager handled the situation with tact and avoided any conflict. The politician used tact to persuade voters to support their campaign. The customer service representative showed tact by patiently addressing the customer's complaints. Esoteric as adjective. Intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interest. Known or understood by only a select few. The writer's work is often criticized for being too esoteric and difficult to understand. The group's teachings were esoteric and known only to a select few. She has an esoteric interest in ancient languages and scripts. The software's interface can be esoteric for those who are not familiar with it. The professor's lectures on quantum mechanics were esoteric and hard to follow for most of the students. Leery as adjective. Cautious, suspicious, or wary of something or someone, often due to doubts about their trustworthiness or intentions. Showing a lack of trust or confidence, being watchful or guarded in a situation. She was leery of strangers asking for personal information. The villagers were leery of outsiders due to past scams. After the scam, she became leery of online transactions and suspicious emails. The investors were leery of the new startups and proven track record. He remained leery of promises that sounded too good to be true. Bolster is verb. To encourage or boost the confidence or morale of someone. To provide support or reinforcement to. To prop up or strengthen. The company decided to bolster its sales team with new hires. She used data from previous studies to bolster her argument in the research paper. The government is planning to bolster the economy by investing in infrastructure. The team's coach gave a motivational speech to bolster their confidence before the game. The organization launched a fundraising campaign to bolster its financial resources. Sinecure is noun, a paid job or position that requires little or no work and provides an easy and comfortable livelihood. An office or position that provides a good salary or income without much responsibility or work. The CEO's job was essentially a sinecure, as he had delegated most of his responsibilities to subordinates. The ambassador was accused of using his position as a sinecure to avoid real work. The politician was criticized for giving a sinecure position to his unqualified friend. The professor was given a sinecure position in recognition of his long service to the university. The company was criticized for creating sinecure positions to reward loyal employees. Concomitant as noun, a simultaneous occurrence or a thing that happens at the same time as another thing. A thing that accompanies or is associated with something else as a consequence or natural result. Increased stress levels can have concomitant health effects. Economic growth can have concomitant environmental impacts. With success comes concomitant responsibilities. Increased competition in the market is a concomitant result of globalization. Higher prices are a concomitant effect of inflation. Arcane as adjective, known or understood by only a small number of people with specialized knowledge. Mysterious or known only by a select few. The book contained arcane knowledge that had been lost for centuries. The ancient ritual was surrounded by arcane symbols and incantations. The historian's research uncovered an arcane manuscript that shed new light on the topic. The magician's tricks involved the use of arcane knowledge and techniques. The lawyer's argument was filled with arcane legal jargon that was difficult to understand. Serendipity as noun, the act of making fortunate discoveries by chance or luck, leading to unexpected and pleasant outcomes. The occurrence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way, especially when such events are unexpected or unplanned. Their chance meeting was a stroke of serendipity that changed their lives. The project's success was attributed to a stroke of serendipity in the early stages. The bookstore owner's serendipity came from finding rare books in unexpected places. The discovery of penicillin was a result of sheer serendipity. The author's best ideas often came from moments of serendipity. Circumscribe as verb, to draw a line around or enclose something within a boundary, to limit or restrict something within a certain range or scope. The court's decision was circumscribed by the legal precedent in the case. The authority circumscribed the area that was affected by the contamination. The rules of the competition circumscribe what athletes can and cannot do during the event. The company's policy circumscribes the use of personal devices in the workplace. The artist's creativity was circumscribed by the limited materials available to her. Tribulation as noun, a state of great suffering, distress, or trouble, an experience that is difficult to bear or overcome. The family went through many tribulations during the war, including displacement and loss of property. The entrepreneur faced tribulations in starting her own business, including financial difficulties and competition. The family went through many tribulations during the war, including losing their home and being separated. The athlete's injury was a tribulation that kept them out of competition for months. The business faced many tribulations during the pandemic, including supply chain disruptions and a decline in demand. Discord as verb. To cause a disturbance or break in the harmony or peace. To cause disagreement or conflict between people or groups. The disagreement among the team members began to discord their efforts. The negative feedback started to discord the artist's confidence. The contradictory statements discord the conversation between the two parties. The manager's decision to cut salaries discord the employees. The lack of communication from the leadership team discord the entire organization.
Sybarite as noun, a person who indulges in sensual pleasures and luxuries, a person who is devoted to luxury and pleasure. The billionaire was a sybarite who enjoyed only the finest things in life. After living in a tent for months, the traveler felt like a sybarite when he checked into the luxurious hotel. The restaurant catered to sybarites with its expensive menu and elegant decor. The writer's depiction of the sybarites in ancient Rome painted them as decadent and debauched. The young actress was accused of being a sybarite when she demanded a private trailer on set.
Thoroughgoing as adjective. Complete or thorough, covering all aspects of something. Extreme or radical, far-reaching in scope or impact. The thoroughgoing review of the company's finances revealed numerous accounting errors. The new employee's thoroughgoing approach to projects impressed her colleagues. His thoroughgoing commitment to social justice was evident in all of his work. The thoroughgoing analysis of the data led to important insights. The thoroughgoing renovation of the old building transformed it into a modern space.
Cogent as adjective, logically convincing and clear, relevant and well supported by evidence. The lawyer presented a cogent argument that persuaded the jury to reach a verdict in favor of her client. The author made a cogent case for why we need to take climate change seriously in her latest book. The scientist's cogent explanation of the experiment's results helped the students to understand the concept better. The CEO's cogent speech at the conference impressed the audience and earned her a standing ovation. The politician's cogent proposal to address the issue of income inequality gained support from both sides of the aisle.
Banish as verb. To dismiss or remove from a position or office. To expel or send away from a particular place or community. The king banished the traitorous nobleman from the kingdom, never to return. She banished the negative thoughts from her mind, focusing on the positive instead. The company decided to banish the controversial product from its offerings, in order to avoid further controversy. The school administration chose to banish bullying from the campus, implementing strict anti-bullying policies. The coach banished the player from the team after they repeatedly violated team rules. Scrupulous as adjective. Conscientiously or meticulously careful and exact in one's actions and decisions. Having or showing a strong sense of right and wrong and a devotion to moral principles. The accountant was scrupulous in her work, double-checking every number. He was scrupulous in his adherence to ethical standards. The lawyer was scrupulous in ensuring her client's rights were protected. The doctor was scrupulous about washing his hands before seeing patients. The chef was scrupulous in selecting only the freshest ingredients for her dishes. Animosity is noun. Strong feelings of hostility or hatred towards someone or something. There has been a long-standing animosity between the two rival soccer teams. The political opponents have expressed their animosity towards each other during the election campaign. The siblings have held onto animosity towards each other since childhood due to a past conflict. The two companies have a history of animosity towards each other due to competing in the same market. The teacher sensed the animosity between two students who had a disagreement in class. Ready to boost your English or ace the GRE? Meet the GRE Vocabulary app, a fun and effective way to master language. Learn advanced words with examples and audio. Master idioms, proverbs, and phrasal verbs. Enjoy quizzes, flashcards, and pronunciation tests. Customize your practice by difficulty or focus. Translate into 100+ languages with ease. Did you learn new words? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Download now and start your journey to vocabulary mastery.